Welcome to the studio. I'm Amanda, and today I have a whole bunch of ends to weave in on this tapestry that I finished a little while ago. I want to get that done so that I can start another one, and the next one I have planned I want to submit to a fiber festival. So that'll be exciting to show you guys the progress of that one. But right now I have ends to weave in, so if you want to grab a cup of coffee or your own work, we can get some art done together. I'm excited to start opening up my studio like this to show everybody what I'm working on and how I do what I do. But I'd love to see other artists' methods and process, so please feel free to share. I finished this tapestry quite a while ago, right before Thanksgiving, and now it's after New Year. But, you know, ends are not the most fun thing to do, so I might have put it off a little bit. But now I have a little bit of a time crunch because I really want to start another tapestry and get it submitted to a Fiber Arts Festival. And that deadline is coming up in just over a month. And I don't like having an unfinished project before I start the next one, especially when it's a big tapestry like this. Now, if it's knitting or crocheting, there's no hard rule there. I have 1,000 projects going. So I've been thinking a lot lately about what kind of artist I want to be, what I want to put my time and energy into. And I've asked a few other art friends, and it seems to be a pretty common issue among us creatives. So if this resonates with you, if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Let me know if you have a solution, because I don't. But right now, I'm a little torn. I am a fiber artist. I've been a fiber artist for 20 years. Dyeing, spinning, weaving, knitting, crocheting. And I teach all of those as well. And I used to write for magazines. So I'm pretty familiar with the fiber world. And I love it. I love fiber, and I've just started in the past year doing these tapestries, and that is a really fun way to express my creativity visually. It's more of a fine art, for lack of a better term. I don't particularly like that term, but as opposed to a functional art, you know, when you knit and crochet, it's to be worn or used, whereas this is just art for art's sake. And this is a little new to me when it comes to that type of representational art in fiber. So I've got that going, and I found some great opportunities I'm looking to pursue when it comes to fiber arts. However, a few years ago, I also picked up ink and watercolor painting. I'd say my style is more like illustrative, and I really enjoy doing that as well. And I started an Etsy shop where I sell those illustrations on journals, and also I want to add prints to the shop too. And that's been fun. That's a fun venue to pursue. I like selling online. I really would like to do a few craft shows and art shows with those. I think the journals would sell in person really well. So I've got that rambling around in my head too. The conundrum is I'm not sure I have time for both. And I love both. You know, I know there's the old adage of follow what you love, but I really enjoy doing both. My husband's wonderfully supportive and says, just do both. And all my friends that I've talked to are like, call yourself a mixed media artist and do both. And I guess that's what I'm doing right now, because I'm actively teaching fiber arts and actively selling watercolor and ink. So right now I am, but I feel like both of those are kind of getting stagnant because I'm not spending enough time on either one of them because I'm stretched between the two. So do you have any insight? Has anyone out there come up against this? Is there a rule of thumb that I don't know about how to choose what to do? Right now, I think it seems to be I am finding more opportunities with fiber art to display and to enter into things than the other. So maybe that's why I'm pursuing that. But then maybe it's because I'm looking for this. I don't know. I also would be interested to know what sells. You know, is there a good enough market for fiber arts, for tapestries? If you follow people on Instagram, you think there is, but it takes time. It takes time to market yourself as an artist. I hope you took me up on my suggestion to grab some tea or coffee and work on your own project. Let me know what you're working on. I love seeing other artists work and support each other. I have a funny story to share. Since this is a new year and a new endeavor here on YouTube, and I'm doing it with a video, it's got me thinking about other new things in my life and videos. And my husband and I, when we got married, our wedding video kind of went south. It's pretty funny. So we were young and poor. We didn't have much money for the wedding, and I really wanted good digital photos. This was back in 2002, so that was a big step up and what I was pouring my money into. And that meant I couldn't videotape it. I couldn't hire a videographer. And my husband's cousin said, "Don't worry, I just got a new camcorder." I can't remember if it was a Sony or a Nikon, I don't know, but it was brand new, state-of-the-art, digital of course. And he said, I'll film it for you. Yay! I didn't have to pay for a videographer. I'd still have a moving picture representation of my wedding. I was thrilled. So my wedding was outside at sunset in October. So it was, evening and starting to get dark, and it was a beautiful ceremony. Then we went inside for the reception, inside the restaurant for the reception. And when we got back from our honeymoon, and I took a look at the video, we have this great video of the ceremony, and I guess really that's the most important part, documenting that we were married. But this beautiful ceremony, as the sun's setting, there's me and my husband. It's all beautiful. And as the camera turns to walk into the reception hall for the reception, the light gets just dark enough that the night vision switches on and everything turned green. And I thought, oh crap, now I can't see all the colors and my pretty flowers, all that stuff. But at least I would have the toasts and the dancing, stuff like that. So I was a little disappointed, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Well, then all the women started coming in and passing Mike's cousin with the camcorder. And I just want you to think about it. It was an October wedding in the evening. What color does everybody wear? They were all in black. Even my bridesmaids were in black. And the night vision setting on this particular camcorder caused everybody's clothes to be see-through. So we could see, if you were wearing dark clothes, so we could see panty lines and lumps and bumps and girdles of mostly the women. The men had suits on, like multiple layers on, so they weren't as victimized as the women. But we saw everything. And I love our family, but it's not like that's what I want to see, and it's not like we're all supermodels. So we have great aunts, older cousins, grandparents, all out boogie woogieing with a see-through camera on. And so at that point, the video was ruined. It was pretty funny. I've watched it once or twice total, but I just can't bring myself to watch it. We kept it, but yeah, I pretty much don't have a recording of the reception of my wedding. It was pretty funny. So I'm going to keep working on this. I might throw some fun, soothing music on over there so that you can keep working on yours as well. You can have some little art time together here in the studio.